Welcome back to another segment, guys. I plan on doing a little rookie recap sort of piece in the next week or so. Today, I want to specifically focus on one rookie, and that's LaMelo Ball. So, for those who don't know, LaMelo's kind of had a very different and strange journey to the NBA. First of all, he was, I believe, a five-star recruit. He verbally committed to UCLA at the age of 13. He doesn't end up going to UCLA. He goes overseas, plays in Lithuania, doesn't get a lot of playing time. I'm going to make this as fast as I can. Doesn't get a lot of playing time. LeVar obviously wanted him to play more, so he goes back to the JBA, Junior Basketball Association. He hangs out there for a little bit, and then he goes off to Australia, where he played fairly well for his age against grown men, obviously. And, he's the third pick in the NBA draft. Now, when the draft rolled around last year, there were shouts, whispers that he might go first overall, that he could possibly end up going in Golden State, that, there were some people who are saying he's going to fall out of the top 10, top 20, whatever, ridiculous stuff. But when you took a look at the draft, and I'm still going to stick to what I thought prior to the draft, that the Minnesota Timberwolves should have traded that pick, because what they needed at number one, I don't think was Anthony Edwards. I think they needed a three who kind of defend and make shots a little bit. But anyways, Golden State Warriors were in an interesting predicament because Klay Thompson had got injured, I believe, the day, like 2-3 hours prior to the draft. So they kind of had to scramble. And I think they did the right thing in drafting Wiseman, because I think they really needed a center on the team. They lack big men. And then obviously, LaMelo falls into Charlotte's lap, so to say, because those were the three players that everyone was talking about going top three. It just mattered what order. So, he gets to Charlotte. He doesn't start. He works his butt off. Had a few games where he didn't perform. Guys get injured, and all of a sudden he's in the starting lineup. And he's been putting up numbers since. So I don't want to say I'm shocked that he's playing this well, but I'm quite surprised, because coming into the league, his brother's drafted top 5. You already have these expectations. Can he be better than his brother? Is he going to be a little bit of a bust like his brother, which some people say Alonzo Ball is? Depending on where you look, where he got drafted, 3rd or 4th overall, whatever it may have been, he hasn't been exactly a 3rd overall player in his career thus far. So, there's expectations. There's his dad, there's his other brother, and he's kind of lived up to all of that. So, taking a look through his stats, his three-point shooting was always a question mark, and he shot exactly 25% actually in Lithuania as well as Australia, and this season he's shooting about 36%, which is 11 points higher than he did in those two respective countries. So he's already kind of exceeded expectations in terms of three-point shooting. Can he keep it up? He's just got to keep the defense honest in his first season or two. If he shoots anywhere from 32 to 35, I think that's very good for a player of his age and someone who's not really known for three-point shooting. His defense obviously is another aspect. Like, if you take a look at his videos from the Australian League, like at some points he just let guys blow by him, and he has the length to be a very good defender. The interesting part is, I've had a look at some of his advanced stats this season, and he's actually a lot better in the defensive categories than he is offensive categories. So he's top 50 in a bunch of defensive categories, and he's in the 130s, I guess, in the offensive categories. So something to keep an eye on. Maybe he's not as bad a defender as people thought. And another thing I'll say is, it's important to surround him with really good players early on in his career where he can learn. So I thought Gordon Hayward wouldn't be exactly the best pickup. He's had some injury concerns, and he has this year as well, to be fair. But he's played extremely well for them this season. And I think having LaMelo with a guy like that who has a lot of playoff experience, a lot of NBA experience altogether, is going to do wonders for him. Then the other positions are kind of question marks, I guess. You have PJ Washington, you have Malik Monk come off the bench and hit some threes, and that leaves, Terry Rozier, Ball, and Graham. One of the three is going to get traded. It's probably not going to be LaMelo. It's going to be either Rozier or Graham. And the center position is kind of, in this league, it is what it is. So another thing I'll point out is Michael Jordan's been under a lot of pressure with drafting. Looks like he got the LaMelo pick right. He got PJ Washington right. He got Malik Monk right. That doesn't erase all the bad picks he's had, though. but it's sort of starting to turn a little bit for the Charlotte Hornets, and LaMelo's just got to keep improving. Whether it's 3-point shooting, his free throw percentage has got to get up there. He's a flashy player, which is something the kids who watch the NBA nowadays love. They love the flashy players. They love the Steph Currys. They love the LeBrons, the KDs, and players like that. Luka Doncic, I guess, Jokic, and the list goes on and on and on. But he could really make a name for himself, and if he can really live up to that potential, he can be a very good player in the NBA, and he's going to eclipse his brother if he keeps this up. So it's going to be fun to watch LaMelo in the next few seasons, throughout his career, really, because he has all the tools to be a very good player, to be a superstar player in the league. Like I said, a lot of it is up to him and how hard he wants to work, and the other half is up to the Charlotte Hornets and how the players that they surround him with, and as we watch him go on to that next level. So below, let me know what you guys think of LaMelo Ball. Let me know what you think of the pick. Let me know what you think his ceiling is, and if he can be a future, all-star. He's already headed there, but if he could be a NBA great when his career is said and done.